Hey guys, it's Angel. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making baked oysters, more specifically oyster motoyaki, which is Japanese style miso baked oyster. There's a little bit of the Japanese mayo, which is amazing, and of course it's oysters, so who doesn't love it? So if you guys are interested, keep watching. For this recipe, we will need 6 large oysters, and I'm going to set these aside for now. We'll prepare them later. The first thing that we'll want to do is make the sauce that goes on top of the baked oyster motoyaki. Start by getting a small bowl, and we'll start with a little bit of lemon juice. We'll need half a tablespoon of lemon juice. Next, we'll need half a tablespoon of mirin, and mirin is Japanese sweet cooking sake, so it has a little bit of sweet taste to it. We'll also need 1 tablespoon of miso paste, and you can use whatever miso paste you want. I'm using a low sodium shiro miso, which is a white miso. And finally, half a teaspoon of sugar. Mix that in. Make sure this is mixed in well before we add our mayonnaise. Next, we'll need to use Japanese mayo. This one is Kewpie. It's a very famous Japanese mayonnaise, and it's different from the American mayonnaise because the American mayonnaise is made with the full egg, where this one is just the egg yolk. So it's much richer, and it's also a little bit sweet as well. So we'll need half a cup. Add that in there. And I like to add a little bit of heat to it, so I'm gonna add a dash or 2 of paprika. Mix that in. And lastly, to give it a little bit of texture, this is completely optional, but I recommend adding 1 to 2 tablespoons of panko crumbs. And I actually am using pork panko, pork rinds here. I guess a low carb alternative to panko. And that just gives it some nice texture. So I have our oysters here, and if you're good at shucking the oysters, feel free to shuck. Normally I can, but I injured my wrist doing yoga the other day, so I'm going to do the lazy way of opening these oysters, which is put them in the microwave. Put the oysters on a plate, like so, and put them in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and they'll open up. I've microwaved them for about 30 seconds on 70% power, and as you can see, they started to open up a bit. So place the oyster here and look for an opening. So just pop it up like that, and once it starts to open, just run a knife along the top edge to get the shell to release from the meat. And that is what it looks like. Great. Set that aside, and let's open up the other 2. Now that we've shucked the oysters, let's prepare our oven. I'm going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Gotta wait for that to stop. And I'm going to prepare a small baking tray with some aluminum foil. To keep the oysters upright, I am just going to crinkle it a little bit to give it some texture, and I'll lay it down like so. So now we've got our oysters, and you can either bake them with the full oyster, or you can do what I like doing, which is to cut up the oysters into small pieces. Then put them back into the shell. and put that directly on the aluminum foil. Continue doing this with the other oysters. Finally, right before we bake them, do 1 or 2 scoops of this delicious mayonnaise. Put it right on top. You want it to cover all of the oyster. So I'm gonna bake this in the oven for about 5 minutes. At the end of the 5 minutes, we're gonna broil them. So put this in. Now that it's been about 5 minutes, I've taken a look and they look like they're pretty good. All we need to do now is just kind of almost sear the top of it with the broiler, and I'm gonna do that for about 1 to 2 minutes. And I highly recommend that you keep an eye out on this, especially if you're doing this the first time, because once it starts to broil, you wanna make sure that it doesn't burn. All right, I think this looks good. Let's check in on it. Oh, that's perfect. So turn the oven off. Wow, that smells really good. All right, so these are super hot, straight out of the oven. They look really good. I'm going to let them cool for about a minute or 2 before we put them on a plate for serving. And if you guys want, you can put a little bit of salt on here and then put the oyster shell on top, which will help with keeping them upright. You can also serve it with some lemon wedges. And we're done. Now we're ready for the taste test. All right, so these oysters look delicious. I'm gonna try one, and take the smaller oyster here. Okay, I've got a fork. Wow, that was really savory. It's a little bit juicy. The oysters were very plump, and it's got a little bit of sweetness to it. It's delicious. So good, and as you can see, it was really easy to make at home. I'm Angel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's recipe, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as my grandpa would say, sharing a meal with a fascinating stranger is one of life's true delights. So until we can share some oyster motoyaki together, take care, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!